Hello guys, this is Bullkeeper back with another Boom Beach video, and today we've got some extremely exciting news. The Boom Beach team actually released a video earlier today explaining a lot more information about the Boom Beach heroes. Now we're going to be breaking down that video and basically telling you things I'm excited about and just kind of speculating a couple of things because they haven't told us everything yet, but they've told us an awful lot. So we did get the first images of the two hero troops. Yeah, that's right guys, there's two, and they're both female troops. Now basically each of these troops have 3 abilities, and they both have one passive ability each. So passive means it does it itself, you don't need to activate it. But the 3 abilities, you can only choose one going into battle. So it's kind of about designing, picking a troop and, deciding which one you might want to choose. The first troop is Sergeant Brick. Now Sergeant Brick is probably the most supportive out of the two. The 3 abilities of Sergeant Brick are Cluster Bomb. Now Cluster Bomb works similar to a barrage, but it's more area effect, so it goes over at a larger distance, so it spreads its damage out a little bit more. But the looks of it looks really good for mine clearing and stuff like that. I'm not really sure how it's going to work, and I'm not really sure if some people might use it. The next one is Battle Orders. Now Battle Orders is really cool because this acts like a speed serum. It boosts the troops' attack speed up, which in terms boosts their damage per second up. So that's going to be really cool, and I'm really looking forward to that one as well, because is that going to be able to work? We're not very sure about any of the proper mechanics yet for these troops, because by the sounds of it, I mean, if you could smoky hero / warrior, and then you press that ability at the end, that'd be like so cool. But obviously we don't know how the mechanics of how the troops move yet, so we're just gonna have to wait for that one. The third ability for Sergeant Brick is Iron Will. Now this one is really cool. This one acts like a defensive, it makes it so your troops take 50% less damage. Now this can be really good, especially if you know that your troops are going to withstand a lot of damage. Say you're coming up, say a hot pot is in range, or anything's in range, you quickly activate that and you can maybe save a couple of your troops in the long run, which is really cool, and I really like that character. We do not know the passive ability for Sergeant Brick yet, so I'm really looking forward to that one being announced. But Sergeant Brick is the first hero you'll get. That's the one that actually you get. I'm not very sure what HQ. I know it's in your base, so I'm not very sure how that works. The heroes have got their own boat. We'll be going into that later in the video. So the next one is Captain Everspark. Now this one is obtained somewhere on the map. They said something about a beacon. A beacon you have to get. Look out for this beacon. So I presume they said something about taking a base down. I don't know if that's already from like a Hammerman base or it's a separate base. We don't really know anything about that yet. But Captain Everspark acts a little bit more kind of like a decoy character. Really cool, because her passive ability spawns critters out by itself, which is really cool, and it's per like 5 seconds or something like that. I'm not very sure the exact timing of when the troops come out, but that sounds super cool, because if the critters are going out, they're obviously distracting defenses and stuff like that. But her first ability is called the Critter Swarm. It's like think about like a critter box, but way more of them. These can be used for distracting certain defenses, and I can see it being really effective. You can get a lot more critters out for the value, which is really good. The next one is Demolition Charge. Now Demolition Charge, that was that almost like dynamite looking thing in the sneak peek, but Demolition Charge looks really cool because it's like a really high impact damage, but it actually has a detonator on it. So, it doesn't take out straight away. So I can see a lot of people using this to take out prototype defenses, maybe shield generators and stuff like that, to get the damage in quick. remembering that you can only take in one of these abilities when you're doing an attack, it is going to, make people think about what abilities to take into battle and stuff like that. We don't know anything about cooldown or any sort of, can we use, can we switch the heroes out really quickly, or do we need to wait for a cooldown time or anything like that? But yeah, we're looking forward to that. But the third and final ability for Captain Everspark is Universal Remote. Now, Universal Remote is actually a really, really cool idea. Bear in mind, I don't think... I was looking at forums and stuff like that. I'm not really sure if they can take over prototype defenses, to be honest with you guys. If you could, I can see it being too overpowered, but I'm not going to say that. We'll see when it comes into the real game, see if we can take over prototype defense. But basically, you can take over players' buildings. Now, being able to take over players' buildings is really, really cool. It's only for a set period of time, though. So you probably really want to take kind of take boom cannons and stuff like that. I was thinking about taking rocket launchers, but since it's only for a set period of time, it might not be that good to take some rocket launchers. But yeah, I think probably the boom cannons, a lot of people are going to be targeting them. Bearing in mind that if you do take control of another player's building, it does act as a distraction as well, so it can be taken out by other defenses. So we'll see how that works. It might be an expensive kind of decoy. I'm not very sure. Really looking forward to see how that will work. We've got a third and final character, but this one's not a hero, guys, and this one's quite unexpected. This is a trader. Now, the trader will come every Friday to Sunday. Now, the trader comes... I'm not very sure. I don't think they explained how it comes into the base, but a trader will come to your base, and they were explaining things like you can exchange resources, and you can get these things called, I think it's tickets, I can't remember, and they're used to upgrade your heroes. They did say something about you get crates. Now, we're not very sure how the crates work. They were saying about you will get one free crate every time she comes around, and you can buy crates with, I think it's tickets that you get from the daily rewards. So this is obviously encouraging players to play the game a little bit more actively, therefore people can get more tickets, so when the person comes around they can buy crates, and from the crates you can buy you can get these things. I'm not really sure, I think it's tokens, or I'm not very sure, but they are used to upgrade the heroes. And I'm not very sure if it's the hero's abilities or it's the actual hero itself. They did explain the upgrading. I think it'd be for upgrading the hero itself, because they were explaining that the hero abilities is going to be upgraded with gold, which is going to be really good for high level players, because a lot of high level players like me, we don't have any use for our gold whatsoever. Once you've maxed out your armory, you just have no use for gold whatsoever. So yeah, that sounds really, really good. We have got a little bit of problems as well. Well, not problems, but they answered the questions well. All of these overpowered heroes need to be balanced, don't they, guys? As I said in one of the podcasts, that basically, the offensive is quite strong at the moment, and they're adding in these heroes. So are these heroes going to be, can you use them in the defense as well? But they're not. They're just purely offensive troops. But to balance that, this is something I'm actually really, really excited about. They've actually made the machine gun better. Thank goodness for that. About time. The machine gun was useless, guys, but they've made it so the spread goes in, so you get more consistent damage over time. Maybe more viable option in terms of where you place your machine guns now. So they've did that, and they've also, this is the big one, they've also added a third prototype defense for the high level players. Now, this is ridiculous. 3 prototype defenses now is going to be insane. This is a huge game changing update, guys. Honestly, just the 3 prototype defenses alone is a lot. So people are going to have to, they did say that they're going to be monitoring the balancing within this new update very, very closely, so they can jump on it if anything goes wrong and stuff like that. But super, super excited, guys. there's a couple of things that I'm going to ask, and we obviously we'll get the questions out later. Is Dr. T going to get affected? Is Gearheart going to get affected? Is any of the other events, like any operation changes, anything like that? Because obviously, since heroes are coming in, we don't really know anything else. So I'm looking forward to this. Really looking forward to this update, guys. They said that the update's going to be coming out next week, so we have to look out for that. They didn't say an exact date. Probably will be around about Tuesday. They seem to always really do it around about Tuesday, so I can kind of say it's going to be around about then. I'm not very sure, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about this update, guys. I'm so excited. Unbelievably excited. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Please leave it in the comment section below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this new update. Anything new that comes out will be on this channel. Remember to enter my giveaway as well. First link in the description. And hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.